Hey everyone, welcome back to Just About Tabletop. And today I'm working on some Sons of Horus. They've always been one of my favourite legions. Their sea green armour just looks fantastic once it's on the tabletop. So in this video, I'll be taking through how I'm painting them, talking about the colours I'm using, and hopefully giving you a few tips on the way. Sorry we've had a bit of a break. We had some computer gremlins that we needed to sort out, but here we go. Let's go to the tabletop. So we have an Overseer here in Mark 5 armour, and the first thing we're going to do is give him at least his armour, an all-over coat with Luper Carl Green, a very well-named paint for what we're doing, and we're basically just going to get this all on that armour there, and then we'll come back in a couple of minutes once it's dry and give him a wash. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take some gunmetal from the Army Painter, and we're going to put that onto where we want our silver metals to be. So I've got these wire links here on the legs. I'm going to do these spikes and this stuff on the chest and a few other bits and bobs. Okay, so I'll get this done, and then we're going to come back and then we'll be doing a wash. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some Basilicanium Grey contrast paint. I'm just going to give this thing an all-over wash. So just take that and get it washed all over into all the crevices and stuff, and that'll nicely wash up all your metals and all your and all the green as well. And then what we'll do is, when that's dry, we're going to come back and we're going to layer up into the green and get us towards the final colour that I'll be using for the Sons of Horus. Right, now that that's all washed down, we're going to take some Sons of Horus green. We're going to thin that down, and then we're going to layer that on. You're probably going to want 2 thin coats, as the man says, and we're going to get that on all of the areas we want to be this beautiful sea green. So shoulder pads and all of the armour panels that we want that to be. So what I'll do is, I'll go away, I will get this on, and I will come back and we'll do the next part. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to take some Dawnstone and grey, and then we're going to highlight that green. Might think this is a bit weird, but trust me, it works. Works really well. Just thin that down and just give that a nice thin highlight around the green bits of armour. So what I'll do is I'll go away, finish this, and then we'll come back. Okay, tell what I'm here, actually, just and get this done. At the same time, I'm going to highlight the silvers, and I'm going to use for that our good old friend. Put that on there. Sorry, a sec, computer gremlins. So I had to set everything up again. I'm going to use Stormhost Silver for that. I'm actually going to fill in the entirety of this area with the Eye of Horus with silver, because I'm going to use a contrast paint to sort of make that a shiny bit there. So what I'll do is I'll go away, I'll get this done, these 2 colours highlighted, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more. Okay, now that's done, we're going to do some gold. So I've got the bottom of these the perticues, or whatever, the leather straps, perticues I think they're called, I don't know. So we've got those bits here, and he's also got a bit of a belt here that I'm going to do gold on as well. Now once we're done with these, we're going to wash them with Agrax Earthshade. I don't think there's any point bringing you back facts. I don't think there's anything else that we really need to wash. Oh, actually, you know what? We need to do the leather. I may as well do that with Agrax Earthshade. See, sometimes we do this on the fly. So I'm just going to do this little bit here in the front of his, that's holding up his top knot. So, I tell you what, I'm going to grab the leather colour. I'm going to use, what do I want to use here? You know what? We're going to use good old traditional Brigadine Brown, or if you want a GW alternative to that, because this is an Army painted paint, you're going to use Rhinox Hide. So we'll get those, so I'll be putting that on basically these leather, as I said, straps, perticues, whatever they're called. And I'm also going to be using that on the handle of the whip here that he uses to keep his militia and solo auxiliary guys there. I'm going to put some gold on the bottom bit there as well. So I'll get that done, and then we'll wash these with Agrak Surfshade, and then I will come back for the highlight. Okay, we're going to do a couple things here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I did put some white into the eyes of the model to make this easier for getting his the eye lenses done. We're taking some Gorfor brown, and we are highlighting up this leather. I think they're called Portuguese or something like that. And we're just going to highlight that up. Now we're also we're doing a few things here. So we're going to start next by taking ourselves some corn red. Just grab that, pop some on the wet palette. Should have done this in advance really. And we're going to pop that onto the top knot here. So we'll get that top knot coated in some corn red. Probably put it on a little too thick there, but it's not going to be too bad. I'm not covering up too much detail. Right, so get that all covered up. Okay, a little bit on top there needs to be done. Right, there we go. Okay, perfect. What we're going to do now is we're going to take some Flesh Tearers Red. That's a contrast paint. At least I think I'm going to take Flesh Tearers Red. I thought I had some just in reach. I do not. So, I could have sworn I had some. So what we'll do instead, we're going to take some Blood Angels Red. Could have sworn I had some Flesh Tearers Red. Swear I was using it earlier today. Okay, we're going to take that and we're going to use Blood Angels Red instead. We're going to do the eyes. And then we're going to do the this symbol here, which, as I said before, we painted that bright silver so that it's going to sort of stand out as a very shiny red sort of thing. What we're going to do now is we're going to go away, let all these dry, and then we're going to come while I'm away. I'm going to wash this corn red with Nuln Oil, and then when we come back, we're going to give that a highlight. Well, we're going to dry brush it to highlight it. Okay, we're going to do two things here to finish this model off. Starting with, we're going to take some Black Templar, which is a contrast paint, and I'm just going to pop that onto the eye. The eye here with this the pupil. Might take a couple of coats just to get this. It's kind of hard doing this on camera, but oh yeah, that's looking. Yeah, it might have been better. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so we've got the eye lens there, and then I'm going to take a slightly reddish brush, and we're going to dry brush some Wazdaka red onto the pummel there. So just grab some of that onto my brush to dry brush. Except I'm going to have to go away for a second and actually grab a new pot of Wazdaka red because this one's out. So I've got a new pot of Wazdaka red out. We're just going to dry brush that top knot with the Wazdaka red. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you can take some Evil Sun Scarlet and then dry brush that. But I think this is a reasonable finish. So what we'll do is we'll go away, we'll pop some transfers onto his shoulder pad, attach his backpack, and we'll paint the base. And then we'll be done. And that's it for the Sons of Horus. I really enjoyed working on that model, and hopefully this gives you some ideas or inspirations for your own projects. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me for more painting sessions. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one when we should be tackling the Word Bearers.